here. Hey guys, welcome back to The Kind of Beauty. I'm really excited to be doing this video today because Colourpop has released a brand new product. It's not a lipstick, it's not a lip gloss, it's not an eyeshadow. They have finally brought us foundation. So we already know that they've done concealers, they've done a lot of other products, but now they're finally doing foundation. So it's called No Filter Foundation, just like their No Filter Concealer, so it's kind of the same line. So the price is $12, which is amazing for a foundation. Like, I am willing to spend a lot of money on foundation, like $40 to $60 range, if it does what it's supposed to do for my skin. Because I have dry skin, and so it's kind of hard to find a full coverage foundation that actually like doesn't dry out my skin or get cakey. So I'm really excited to try this out. Of course, this is vegan and cruelty-free. I wouldn't be reviewing it otherwise, but I wanted to remind everybody, just in case this is your first time on my channel, I only do vegan and cruelty-free products. So the packaging, it comes in this little box, nothing fancy, it's pretty cute. It's got like this blush tone pink and these gold tones to it. I really like it actually, but it's basic, you know, nothing too fancy and nothing too cheap either. It's good. So let's open it up. So when you open it up, you can see it's in a glass bottle. I bought both Fair 15 and Fair 05, just because I never know. Like, Fair 05 would probably be a good one for the winter, and Fair 15 is probably more of my summer tone. I know I get so tan in the summer, right? Fair 15. So it's in a glass bottle, which is nice. I really like that it doesn't have a plastic cap on it, and the reason for that is because, like, I know some people like to kind of keep their makeup clean and mess free, but honestly, it's just so wasteful, like the amount of plastic that we use in this world. So seeing that they decided to omit the plastic cap made me really happy. And it's just as easy as wiping your makeup off. And you might be saying like, oh, well, what happens if it pumps in my bag? Here's the really cool thing. If you turn it clockwise, it locks. If you turn it counterclockwise, it unlocks and you can pump it. So it's a really, really good design, and I'm really impressed with this Colourpop. I love the use of the glass bottle. This is awesome. So you get a lot of color choices too. Not only are there a lot of different shades, but they really cater to every single undertone. Being a fair-skinned person, I know that I have a lot of trouble finding foundation that is truly neutral toned. For people who are as fair as I am, usually they only come in cool tones, and it's like, why? Like, you can still have a warm undertone even if you're as fair as I am. So they have cool, neutral, and warm tones for every single shade. Okay, so let's see exactly how this works. So I'm going to turn it to the left. I already did. Huh. All right, so let's pump it out on the hand. And, oh, okay, that's actually not bad. That's not terribly hard to control. So I think this would be a pretty good color match for me. I like that a lot. That is a true neutral tone. I really like that. Sometimes when they say neutral, it's too warm or too cool, and they really did a great job on this. The pump is really easy to control. I don't feel like I'm having to, you know, like I'm pumping out way too much product. I mean, I'm doing this for review purposes. I would never use this much, but oh, cool. So it is a little bit more liquidy than some matte foundations that I have used. So maybe that's a good thing for me. I have dry skin, so I'm not really hoping that, like, thinking that this is going to be a slam dunk, but, you know, I'm trying it because why not? It's $12. Okay, so I'm breaking out my iPad here because I wanted to read you the description for this foundation. So on Colourpop's website, it says, developed for the selfie age, our full coverage natural matte foundation delivers flawless looking skin from day to night. The oil-free, lightweight formula blends smoothly and is easily customizable to create the coverage you want. I like that. Build it up or sheer it out. It was developed with innovative soft blurring pigments to deliver true color while looking and feeling natural. The lockable pump is easy to use and keeps your routine mess-free. As always, 100% cruelty-free and vegan. Oh, I like that they put that in there. And the net weight is 25 milliliters or 0.85 fluid ounces. It's a really good amount of makeup. Okay, iPad is away. Now, finally time to put it on my face. I am all moisturized, primed up, ready to go. Let's do it. So Colourpop also sent me one of their foundation brushes for free. It's the F17 flat foundation brush, large foundation brush. Foundation brushes don't usually work for my skin. They usually pull on the dry skin, but I'm gonna try it out. I'm going to try it out on half of my face and do a wet beauty blender on the other side of my face. I'm trying to have as many control factors as I can to give this foundation its best chance. So I like never get acne, and it must be like, I don't know, like my face must have known that I was about to do a video for foundation, because even though it's like super ugly and horrible, I never get acne. I'm telling you, I never get acne. But I think this is a good way to test out just how good this foundation is or isn't. If it covers up my acne, I'm going to be really impressed, because it's big and ugly and horrible. I don't know what happened. Okay, time to put it on the face. I'm going to do the foundation brush first. So I'm going to do the foundation brush on the right side of my face, and I'm going to do the beauty blender on the left side of my face. Okay, so I've got my mirror out. Let's go ahead and dab a little on the right side. I'm just going to take what I already have on my hand. Oh, okay. I feel like a little bit's going to go a long way. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so I'm actually going to wet the brush because that usually works well for me. Okay, so my brush is wetted. Let's see how this goes. Huh. Okay. That's nice. It is a little streaky. I think that's just because of using a brush. But I'm going to stay true to what I said I was going to do, and I'm only going to use the brush on this side of the face. Okay, so that gave me decent coverage. I would say this is about medium coverage, so let's see how it performs if I put a little bit more on. I don't usually wear full coverage foundation, but for the purposes of reviewing, I want to see how it performs as a full coverage foundation. I think the formula is fine. It doesn't feel super drying or super like tacky. You know how like some matte foundations can feel like fun tack? It doesn't feel like that at all. Alright, let me try to aim as best I can and get this on half of my nose. I know, I'm weird. I do my nose last just because I do have dry skin, but my nose can get oily, so I have to be like really careful about how I do my nose, so I don't like to do that first. Okay. Now for the forehead. Okay, I'm not going to do my eyes just because, I don't know, I feel like, should I do my eyes? Alright, let's see how it performs on the eyes. This is a review, right? You want to see all of what it can do and how it performs. I don't usually put foundation on my eyes just because it can get drying and kind of cakey. So if it looks bad, I told me so. And it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the foundation. It's just how my skin is. Okay. Come on, hair, you don't need foundation. Alright. Okay. I've already done my eyebrows, so I'm going to be really careful to not brush over my eyebrows, because this definitely is a full coverage formula for sure. Okay, it is starting to feel a little drying on my forehead, which is the driest part of my body. So no surprise there. I said body. It's the it's the driest part of my face. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, that is quite light, but it's better to have a lighter foundation than a darker foundation. We can always put bronzer on. Okay, so not bad. I can already kind of tell it's not my favorite foundation because I just love my Urban Decay foundation, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's good. You can definitely see it's a lot lighter than this, but it's okay. We're gonna put bronzer on and it's gonna be fine. Okay, time for Beauty Blender. Okay, so I'm gonna pump a little bit more on my hand. All right, I'm gonna try to put the same amount on the left side of my face. Try to eyeball it here. I really do love it. It really is a truly neutral shade. They definitely did really well with the undertone here. I'm pretty impressed. Let's see how it does with the Beauty Blender. Okay. All right. I mean, a beauty blender is just a beauty blender. I'm actually not using the Beauty Blender brand. I should probably say that. I'm using a Real Techniques blender. because they're cheaper. And I like things that are less expensive if I can get away with it. Okay, interesting. So, funnily enough, the right side of my face, having used the brush, looks glossier, and the left side of my face actually looks more matte, having used the Beauty Blender. I don't know. I don't know what that's about, but I would definitely, as I do, prefer the Beauty Blender over the brush. Yeah, this is definitely a matte foundation. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like, you probably can't, but it's like, it's definitely like, it's definitely drying. I can definitely feel it. I'm going to try to mitigate that as much as possible. Going on the eyelid. I feel like the right side is covered more though, so I'm going to put some more on the left side just to make this a fair playing field here. It's not my least favorite foundation, but as a person with dry skin, it's like, I'm not blown away. It definitely is true to color, and that's good because some foundations, once you start to work with them, they change color, but I feel like this is staying pretty true to color, which is important because you want the color that you saw in the bottle when you bought it. That's what you're basing your purchases off of. I have some other moisturizing sprays that I could use, but I'm not going to use them in this video. I just really want to see how it performs more or less by itself. Okay, so let's do the forehead. I have friends coming over and I feel like I'm going to look like Data from Star Trek with weird skin. Not the color, but the texture. The texture does not look good on me. Who knows? We might be able to save it yet. Okay. Let's do the left side of the forehead. Sorry if my mirror is in my face. I'm still learning how to like do this camera etiquette thing. Doing my best here. I know you guys know that. Okay. Oh, come on, bangs. Work with me here. Okay. Definitely a little bit goes a long way, for sure. I know I just like put the blender on my right side of my head. I couldn't help it. Because it just looks so like glossy. It's kind of weird. Okay. Alright, so my full face is done in the foundation. So far, not my favorite, but who knows? I might have my mind changed because I also bought their No Filter Sheer Press Powder. So this is their setting powder. I bought it in Fair. And of course for this you don't have to worry about undertones or anything. This is just a setting powder. So it comes in a cute little package just like most of their compacts. It looks exactly the same, except this one has like silver on it, whereas the other package had like gold. It's cool though. So if you open it up, you get 5.5 grams of product, or 0.19 ounces of product, so it's pretty sheer. It has a little bit of a yellow to it, so it's kind of like a banana powder, but not quite. It's definitely very neutral. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. complexion brush for this. This one never fails me. Oh, and the compact has a mirror, so I'm going to use this mirror. Okay, so let's see. Let's just blend it gently. Well, it definitely got rid of the shininess. That's good. That's what you want a setting powder to do, right? And for this one, I'm not going to do half and half. I'm going to put it on my whole face. Set the under eyes. It is very pigmented. I have very dark circles under my eyes, and I love hydrating kind of medium to sheer coverage foundations, but of course the thing about them is that they don't cover up my purple and blue on my face very well, so I have to use concealer in tandem with it always. Oh, I didn't even talk about my acne, my zit. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed. It's like, I mean, you're never going to completely hide acne, but it's doing a pretty good job. I feel like this has done a better job than my Tarte Shape Tape concealer does at covering up acne. Okay, so let's finish it off on the forehead. I'm not going to spend, I usually spend a lot of time blending out my, my powder, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time on that today. I just want to get it layered on. Okay, so looking at my face, comparing the left side and the right side, they look about the same now. Like as far as texture, they look about the same, and there's no shininess, there's no, anything else like that going on. From far away, it does look really good. I really do feel like, because they said it was for, built for selfies, the world of selfies, definitely from far away, this would probably look really good. Like if you were doing a photo shoot, I feel like this would be a really good foundation to use. For my everyday foundation where people are going to be kind of close to me, I don't know. I might pass on this one, but I want to see how it performs throughout the day. Okay, powder's on. I can't not blend my powder. Oh my god. I'm obsessive. I just want to give it the best chance. I don't want to judge it because it's a matte foundation and I have dry skin. Okay, foundation is on, powder is on. It's about 10 a.m. right now. I'm going to be checking in with you guys probably around 2 p.m. to see how it's been performing, and the next time you see me, I'll have a full face of makeup on to see how it performs with all that. Okay guys, so it's about 2 p.m. I've had this makeup on for about 4 hours, and honestly, I'm a little pleasantly surprised. Like, I thought that it would have been like cakey and dry by now, but really, like, yeah, my chin for sure. My chin is not the smoothest it's ever been, and my forehead too, because that's like the driest part of my face. But like, I don't know if you can see, but it looks pretty decent. It's not flawless, but it's pretty nice. We've got a little bit of separation here on my nose. I'm not surprised about that. But I could try touching it up a little bit. And oh, yeah, I find that my concealer is like settling into the fine lines a little bit, because if you remember, I put the foundation like under my eyelids, so I don't know if that's what's happening, but my concealer does not usually do that. Here, let me go into the sunlight a little bit more. Okay, I hope that doesn't look too harsh. So yeah, my cheeks actually look pretty decent, not bad, but around here and under my chin and whatnot, it's a little lumpy. It's not my favorite foundation, but honestly, I'm pretty pleasantly surprised. I think that um anyone who has like normal skin, definitely oily skin, and even maybe just a little bit on the dry skin side, I don't hate it. I don't hate this foundation. It doesn't look bad. It's wearing really nicely, except for the creases up here. And so yeah, I'll check it in a couple more hours. Okay, so it is now 6:30 p.m. So I've had the foundation on for about 8.5 hours now. It hasn't budged. Just looking at it now in the camera, it really, yeah, it hasn't moved at all. There's no smearing or smudging or separating. It does look a little bit powdery um, on my forehead, but it looked like that right from the beginning. That's not really new, just because my forehead is so dry. But everything else looks honestly really decent. I had expected it to cake up around my nose, because that usually happens, especially with matte foundations. Not happening. So I don't know. I might even wear this on a night out, because I was like watching a soccer game, and I was cheering and jumping and I was eating and I was doing a lot of stuff, and it's still here. It still looks really good. Is it the best foundation for me ever? Am I head over heels? No. Might I use it? Honestly, I might. I might use this, and that's a lot coming from me, because it's a matte foundation, but it's not so drying that it's like very apparent and having, separating my skin flakes and everything, which some matte foundations can do. But if you have oily skin, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, because truly, it hasn't gone anywhere. My zit is still concealed, like everything's in place, and I'm feeling a little sweaty even right now, and it's still exactly where it was. So for me personally, I'd give it, I would say a B plus, just because it is a matte foundation, but I would say in its own context, on its own, I would give this foundation an A. I did not like Colourpop's No Filter Concealer. It separated. It was not good on me. I did not like it. Their foundation, I recommend it. Absolutely. So if you guys enjoyed this video, the best way to let me know is to comment, give me some feedback, let me know what I can do better next time, let me know what I did that you actually really liked, let me know what I can review next time that you would really like to see a review of. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, head over to my blog, that's the place where most of my stuff is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!